Hello and welcome to another edition of Battletech Advanced, brought to you by Commando Gaming, Strategic Gaming, and brought to you live on twitch.tv at Commando Gaming 1. We're continuing our series on Battletech Advanced. Just a quick programming note. This will be the last stream in our old studio as we're moving to a new studio. So I will not be doing streams Tuesday or Wednesday. I will be back on Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. However, I'm working on seeing if I can get a substitute streamer in this time slot. So we'll see if that works out. So stay tuned. Alright, we're jumping back into Battletech Advanced here. I've traveled to a 4.5 skull planet. And we're going to continue our goal of hopefully putting together a dire wolf. Alright, so we've got a defend base mission here. Chip on the shoulder, which is a solo duel, which is a 5 skull solo duel. That's pretty intense. Then we have a plunder, which is a capture base. So let's start out with the defend base mission. 4.5 skulls. Let's get into it. Alright, so defend the base mission. There's a couple things that I like to do differently. We're absolutely going to take our Mackie for some fire support. King Crab. Do we take the King Crab? It's not going to be as useful because we really want to emphasize long-range firepower. So I think we're going to take an Atlas instead of the King Crab just to maximize that success. We're going to put Flatline in the Atlas because it has a lot of energy weapons. Keep Harmony and Warhawk where they are. We'll take our Blood Asp for fire support. Timberwolf and Timberwolf. And I think that is a pretty solid lance for defense. Just some minor tweaks. Because obviously, speed is less of an issue for defending our base. So let's jump into it. Yeah, the Atlas has unused tonnage. I'm aware of that. Unfortunately, the Atlas does not have as much pod space. So we're leaving a couple tonnage behind, even if we max out the armor. It just doesn't have as many weapon slots. So my goal would be to hopefully get a direwolf here today. And then we're probably going to be moving on to Clan Jade Falcon space next, as we're running out of higher skull planets for us to go to in Clan Wolf. Hey, Miss Simmons. Thank you for joining us. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. It's Monday here. I'm not sure where it is where you are. But looking forward to many things this week, including moving to our brand new studio. So as a result of that, I won't be streaming Tuesday or Wednesday. But hopefully I'm going to have a guest streamer for at least one of those days. We'll see how it goes. I'm in the process of taking care of that. Don't want to give any spoilers. But hopefully I'll have a sub for Tuesday and Wednesday while I move the studio. Hey, hey, Assorti. What's going on with you? Hope you're having a great day. Anything interesting going on with you? Let us know in the chat. That goes for everybody. We want to encourage everyone to be involved in the chat room. So please consider yourself welcome in the chat. Stop by, let us know what's going on with you. See if you have any thoughts on BattleTech, any questions, any suggestions for us in the command center. We're happy to see that. We also have a giveaway. If you give us a follow, you are entered into our monthly Funko Pop giveaway. Alright, here comes the clan. I actually like this map for defense. It's a little tricky because the enemy is going to tend to come from 3 different directions. But from a terrain standpoint, this is a pretty good map to defend. It'll be better tomorrow as I have some people coming over to help with a dining table and a manual sewing machine. It's a Singer with a wood cabinet. Is that your sewing machine, or is it used by somebody else? I'm always amazed by people who have the patience to sew. It's definitely a lost art when you think about it. I mean, how many people in the world today actively really know how to sew? You know, we kind of rely on, oh, well, if we need a new shirt or there's a problem, damage to a piece of material, we'll just go out and get a new one. That's definitely the trend in the world today. So, very interesting to find out that some people still are out there sewing.
Waiting for orders.
That is a surprise to me. Oh, do not tell me.
Waiting for orders. Standing by.
We're going to have to do a restart here because not one, not 2, but 3 of our mechs are stuck on top of buildings. So we're going to have to do a restart here. I don't like to do it, but we have to. There's no way of doing that. A Singer sewing machine in a wood cabinet. I'm assuming that is pretty close to a collector's item. That doesn't sound like something that you can just walk into a Target and purchase. That definitely sounds like a very unique piece of sewing equipment. Just remember to wear your masks if you're having people over. Although things might not be so bad where you are as compared to us if you're in the United States. Oh, so it was inherited. Okay. From your stepdad's grandmother. So that's definitely a unique item. Alright, here we go. Hopefully now we're not stuck on top of buildings. You're in Texas, so how are things in Texas these days? I know, like everybody else, Texas is going through significant increases in COVID-19 right now. So we really hope that you stay safe. It's definitely a scary time for us these days, but I think it's going to be better. It's going to get worse before it gets better, but I do hope that, you know, in a month or 2, we're going to be a much better place for when it comes to COVID-19. Perhaps a year after this starts, we'll be starting to get used to getting back to normal. That would be nice. Alright, our engineers are coming up the hill to get our turrets working for us. Alright.
Orders?
Alright, at least one of our Timberwolves is not stuck on a building like it was before. That's a positive. Alright, so let's set up our defense. In this map, you're going to have enemies come from 3 different directions, historically. So, you have to kind of plan accordingly. Oh, this direwolf is stuck on a building. Alright, well, at least it can actually basically act as a turret up there. If that's the only mech that's stuck on a building, I'll just deal with it.
Receiving you.
I think our Mackie is also stuck on a building, but since that's fire support, that's not that big of a deal. He can move pretty much anywhere and please still provide fire support. Alright, let's watch our fire and start working on this night gear. And completely miss. Well, not completely. I guess we hit it with a couple of missiles. Not what I was hoping for there. Alright, this is the only threat right now, so we can kind of move all of our mechs to keep an eye on this portion, but we're going to have to move our mechs around because there are going to be threats coming from a couple other directions. Missed twice.
Commander.
We want to try to take care of this initial star
Moving to
before the enemy starts coming in significant numbers. Also don't want to waste our ammo, though. Alright, we'll take the shot here. And we missed on both of those Gauss rifle shots. Alright, so we've got our Mackie. It's stuck on buildings, but fortunately, it doesn't matter. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go ahead and hit that night gear with some heat. M. Simmons says, I'm in San Antonio, so the weekend curfews during the Thanksgiving, but just about the usual 41 degrees with sunshine, so still shorts weather by the afternoon. Not sure what you mean by shorts weather. Shorts weather. Duh. Sorry. Sometimes it takes me a while to wake up in the morning. Yes, shorts weather in the afternoon. That's good. That's good. It's similar to us in California here. Right now it's about 40 degrees, but by the middle of the afternoon it'll be 76 or so. We're going to save our Gauss rifle shots here. We're in the early stages of this base defense mission. Really hoping we see a direwolf. Alright, we've got our turrets up for fire support. That's always good. Let's see what our engineers can do to help us out. Oh, Cyberpunk 2077, huh? You have it for the Xbox and the PlayStation 4, so I think you've got yourself covered there.
Location confirmed.
Sorry, release date is December 9th. Yeah. So I'm not going to be playing that for the channel, not because I'm not excited about that game, but there's two reasons. I'm a little skeptical of that game. Anytime you hire Keanu Reeves to be your spokesperson, it makes me wonder if the game is good or they're just trying to make up for a bad game with some expensive advertising, but also I'm sure Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be very popular on Twitch, and given that all of the major streamers are going to be playing it, and there probably won't be room for smaller streamers like me. So I am curious about that game. So if you could come back to our stream and be our Cyberpunk correspondent, that would be awesome. If you could come and tell us what you like, what you don't like about the game, that would be great. I might wait until it's on sale in a couple months before I play it, especially since it will be more useful to the stream if I wait a little bit to make sure it's not so popular that our channel gets drowned out. It's one of the dilemmas of being a small streamer is the fact that there are games that you would like to play, but they're so popular that if you play those games, no one's going to find your streams. So sometimes for the lower level streams, and streamers, and I'm talking about by viewers, it's best to select games that are maybe not quite so popular and focus on them. Because if you are a small streamer,
Waiting for orders.
and there's hundreds of big streamers that are streaming a game,
On my way.
the chances of new people finding your channel are going to be very low. Got lots of night gears coming after us on this mission. Alright, let's see what we can do
Acknowledged.
about taking care of this original night gear. Some good hits there. M. Simmons says, Cyberpunk is a rather sketchy world as it may have strong content and may not be family friendly due to explicit content, and I'm not sure of the filters for it. So,
I hear you.
you always have the ability as a Twitch streamer to say, hey, this is going to be an adult stream. If you're not an adult and you want to watch it, you've been warned. So that you can actually lethal damage on that night gear. Nice headshot there. How many parts did we get? 5 parts. Nice. So, as long as you put in your stream, hey, this is an adult game, and this is for adults, then you don't really have to worry too much about getting in trouble for having a stream that might be considered inappropriate. So that's kind of how it works. As long as you put that label on your stream as it being an adult
What do you
stream,
need, Commander?
then you should be fine as far as people getting upset about your content.
Taking the shot, Commander.
Alright, I mean, we've got this mission under control. This initial star is definitely being held back.
I'm on the clock.
But we're going to have another enemy force come up. So we're going to start repositioning our mechs a little bit to deal with the second and third wave that are probably going to be coming momentarily.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to find this.
Goss on that night gear. We hit on 3 of 4. Not bad.
Well, who needed salvage? I can see why people enjoy this line of work.
So, I am interested in Cyberpunk. I'll probably be checking out some of the some other streamers that I know are going to be playing it. I just don't know if there's going to be a real opportunity for growing a channel, a developing channel like mine, with a game that's going to be hit hardcore by just about everybody on Twitch, at least for a couple weeks. But there are some games I'm going to be diving into. I'm not going to spoil them yet. Next week, after I get my move completed to our new studio and I have some more time to play. So I'm looking forward to that. Especially during the holidays, I should have a lot more time to play. Especially once we get this move done, because my move is taking
On the
up
move.
pretty much 90% of my free time outside of work the last couple weeks.
Aye, aye.
Ooh, nice hit on the night gear there.
Critical hit, Commander. Standing by.
Our Timberwolf is still stuck on a building, so it's basically going to be a turret. Fortunately, we have some actual turrets to give us some additional fire support here. Well, I would love it if we could have people who are playing Cyberpunk pop into our streams as usual and let us know their thoughts on that game.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, so that's definitely a adult movie. Now, or adult game. Obviously, kids are going to come into your stream just because people are going to be very curious about that game. So you just have to be aware that there are probably going to be some kids in your stream, but you can't really change your style if you want to play the game and enjoy it. You just have to kind of accept, you might get some complaints, but hey,
What can I do for you?
that's why you put on the label for the stream that it's an adult stream, and then you'll be fine. I know some people who pretty much just have their default settings to be, hey, this is an adult stream, you've been warned.
Affirmative.
Because they don't want to deal with the hassle of potentially having people
What can
that
I do you for?
are upset about their streams as being too adult.
Firing.
Nice hits on the catapult there.
What do you need, Commander?
Right, we want to save some of our Inferno because we're going to have multiple waves here. So what if we do some shape charges on that Royal Catapult? Let's see if we can actually do Battle Lord. And do some
Taking the
shape
shot,
charges
Commander.
here on this catapult. Good hit there, good hit
I can see
there.
why people enjoying this line of work.
Did we just take out... I think we just took out the night gear.
On the clock. What do you
On
want?
a close hit there. That's funny. I think we took the night gear out. Alright, we have additional waves of enemies coming, so I'm going to start to
Let's make some bad
reposition,
decisions
because there's going to be
fast.
enemies that come from this area. So we need to start getting ready for that.
Sensor trace. Looks like
There
enemy
we go.
reinforcements.
Here comes the enemies, like clockwork. M. Simmons says, I was getting it due to Keanu just as I got the Civ collection for Leonard Nimoy and Sean Bean, just because it's rare to see them in such diverse roles. Well, Miss Simmons, is Keanu actively involved in the game, do we know, or is he just basically doing the advertising? So that's something that was never clear to me, is if Keanu is just doing the advertising or if he's actually in the gameplay. I haven't followed that game enough to know for sure. So if you know the answer, let me know. Alright, here comes the Clan Marauder. Still not seeing that dire wolf that I've been looking for. That's a good one. That is a good one. Ooh, Edmund Jaguar. See, so we got enemies coming from multiple directions now. So this is where this defense map gets tricky. We're gonna have to relocate a lot of our forces to address that. And now we got enemies coming from multiple directions. Ugh.
What's up, boss?
Alright, we're gonna have to really aggressively push in other directions here to get the enemy to stop shooting at our buildings. So let's do that. Oh, we got a Stormcrow, huh?
Lock it on.
Alright, so he is a character in the game, as when you wake up in the game, per the commercial, he says, get up, we have a city to burn. So I think he's a main character or a mentoring character. Probably a mentoring character, makes sense. Yeah. Ironically, you could say Keanu is... Oh, there we go, a little self-destruction there. That... Alright, finally our Timberwolf that's been stuck on the building can actually give us some fire support here. So let's take advantage of that. I'm the Royal Champion. So the funny thing is probably Keanu Reeves spent maybe 1 or 2 days in the sound studio doing voice work for that game. So it was probably a pretty minor commitment for him, but that probably reflects the fact that he probably wasn't paid. He was probably paid a lot for a game voice actor, but for him it probably was not a very high-paying role compared to what he usually does. But I do like Keanu. I do feel that he's really grown into being more of a significant actor. You know, he was kind of thrown into The Matrix and he had a lead role really probably before he had the talent and the experience to be a lead actor, if you know what I mean. He plays a character called Johnny. Okay. But Keanu really has developed into being a better actor over time. I think that's definitely fair to say. Right, let's put our Atlas over the other side of the hill. We're going to have to rely on our turrets and our engineers to deal with this last part of this enemy star here. Because we need to shift our focus onto these much more dangerous enemies on the other side of the hill here.
Firing on target.
Because we need to take these guys out quick,
Waiting on you, Commander.
or we're going to have all kinds of problems. Especially
Moving out.
this force of vehicles here, because these vehicles could actually do a lot of damage in a short period of time to buildings. Alright, let's go after the Puma here. Puma's probably the biggest threat. Ooh, nice hits on that Puma there. It must have a lot of weapons because we cut through the armor like butter, and usually Pumas are very hard to push through. Stormcrow go... Yeah, we'll go for the summoner here.
Roger that.
Gotta get these enemy forces either distracted or whittled down very quickly. Or they're gonna have a field day on our buildings and we'll lose the mission. I'm just disappointed that we don't have
What do
any
you need,
dire
Commander?
wolves on the scanners here.
On the way,
Let's
nice
make
and
the most
slow.
of our artillery. Let's pick a target that should impact multiple mechs at the same time and go for Inferno. Running out of Inferno shots,
Taking the
but
shot,
we should
Commander.
be okay. Oh, nice. We got a kill on the summoner.
That's one more bad guy off the board.
And we overheated the rest of the mechs in that cluster there, so that's pretty good.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? All right, let's get down to it.
Let's see if we can finish off this Puma. That would be a really big deal right there. Very nice. That's a lot of the enemy
Brings
firepower
that
right
day to
there.
the Mac fight.
Off the
All
map.
right, Cabela's.
Johnny Silverhand is the actor for, or the character for Keanu. Okay, interesting. It's probably a game that I'm going to let everybody else play for a little bit, see what the reviews are, and then see if I can get into it. You know, it definitely seems like an interesting game. It's really just going to be a situation where all of the big streamers like Ninja and all the other significant streamers that get 10,000 people for a stream are going to be streaming that game. So it's going to be very hard for newer streamers to really make an impact into that space. Unless you have a community that you know is going to turn out and support you, then you're going to be faced with a situation where you're streaming with 2 or 3 people at the bottom of the page, and there are people that are streaming with 10,000 people at the top, and you're not going to get any new people to check out your stream. That's just how it works, unfortunately. But I am interested in that game. I'm hoping it will be a good game for everybody. You know, I've been burned too many times. I was burned by Squadrons this year, which I thought was going to be a good game, and it was a good game for a weekend, and then it just wasn't good anymore because I had gone through all the content, and the multiplayer was not very much fun.
Move order received.
So once you got through the story for Star Wars Squadrons, and you only had gameplay to play, it really was not fun in my
Roger.
opinion. And that's probably why that game now has as many viewers as BattleTech, even though that game just came out. Because it just crashed and burned really quickly. For Squadrons, the replayability of that game just was really poor.
Reading you.
Let's keep hitting this summoner.
Send forth.
You know, in theory, the summoner, in BattleTech lore, the summoner was a very good mech. Very good light heavy mech. But in BattleTech, I just don't really feel a lot of interest in the summoner builds. I feel like it doesn't have as much firepower as it should for its tonnage for a clan mech, so I hardly ever use the summoner. Oh, there goes one of our turrets. But we're actually in a pretty good place here. We should be fine. Looks like those clan mechs are trying to get out of our inferno. And yeah, they're still going for the... No, they went after our mech instead of the building, so that's good. So what parts of Cyberpunk are you excited about? Are you excited about the story, the gameplay,
On my way.
the fact that Keanu's in it, or all the above? Would really just like to get a feel for what you think are going to be the best parts of the game. Because for me, it's story and gameplay are really the big things. Voice actors are really kind of what gets you into looking at the game. But if you have a good voice actor, but the
What can I do for you?
gameplay is bad, it's not going to save the game. It's still going
Coordinates
to be a
received.
lousy game. So. Let's go after this weapon carrier here. Nice hits there. Is it enough? No. We did not hit any ammo, apparently.
Ready for orders.
We're doing a good job of holding these enemies back at this point.
What do you need, Commander?
Mackie, let's do another round of artillery. We're doing a good job of using artillery
Taking the
to keep
shot,
this
Commander.
second force at bay. Building up a wall of inferno
What do you want?
to keep them busy.
All right, let's get down to it.
Let's do some multi-target here. Here. Make sure we get rid of that weapons carrier. There we go.
Display of ineptitude.
Start working on that demolisher. Good.
Well, who needed salvage anyway?
I wouldn't be surprised, M. Simmons, if Keanu ends up being an enemy in that game. Because for that type of genre, it's very common for a mentor character to turn into a evil character, and then you have to fight your mentor at the end of the game. So it would not surprise me if they set up Keanu as being a mentor that ends up being a bad guy, and your main character has to decide if they're going to turn against their mentor and stop his evil. That's a very common theme in that type of genre, to have a character turn from good to evil, and then have other characters focused on defeating them. So don't be surprised. That might be the quote-unquote twist of the game, that Keanu ends up being a bad guy. Now, bad guy is all relative in that type of game, because everybody's doing some really not some good stuff. But I mean, a bad guy as far as our character is concerned.
Moving to
So
position.
I wouldn't be surprised if Keanu ends up being a villain in the game. Alright, let's keep working on the summoner. Not the best hit percent chances here. We use a precision strike just to
Engaging.
hopefully get some more bang for our buck there. Alright, at least we got some structural damage. Again, at least the enemy's going for us and not our buildings anymore, so
damage
that's a
on that
positive.
I'm here.
Alright. Let's actually start using the Timberwolf on some of these vehicles here. See if we can finish off that demolisher. That would be nice. Nope, no luck there.
Reporting critical hit. My
So
long-range
I am
missiles are
interested
out.
in the Cyberpunk game, don't get me wrong. I'm probably going to be doing some counter programming just to try to pick some games that I want to play that are not Cyberpunk related, because
Commander.
as a streamer, it's going to be very tough to stream that game because everybody's going to be watching the big fish on that game. And that's just the way streaming is. It's not a bad thing. It's just the way the world works in streaming. Now, if I was able
I hear ya.
to stream wearing a bikini, maybe people would turn in and watch my Cyberpunk
No sweat.
stream. Unfortunately, wearing a bikini while streaming is not in the cards for me.
Right, Commander.
I have no problem with people that do that. You know, let me be clear.
Bye-bye.
If I could just wear a
Yes,
bikini while I played video games and make a lot of money, I would be doing
On
that
that way.
too. So, unfortunately for those people that are what we quote-unquote call booby streamers, their window of opportunity for that sort of work is relatively narrow. So, you know, hats off to them.
Piece of cake.
A lot of the people that would be considered booby streamers are actually trying to work their way through college doing it. So,
What do you need, Commander?
hey, you know what? They found a unique niche that apparently a lot of men find interesting. So, hey, hats off to them for that.
Taking the shot, Commander.
Let's hit the Stormcrow with some heat. There we go.
Looks like I need to fire a mech tech. I'm running out of AC-10 ammo.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Let's see if we can finish off these vehicles as quickly as we can.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Nice.
Who brings it?
One of the things about a quad Gauss build that is so effective is that especially with vehicles, if you're hitting the same section of a vehicle's armor, round Gauss shot after Gauss shot after Gauss shot, you can really get through that armor very quickly on vehicles. So I'm definitely interested in Cyberpunk. We'll see what the reviews are and what the feedback is. I'd be happy to have a correspondence pop in to our streams and let us know what they think of the game. Because it definitely looks like an interesting game, no question about it. I'm just a little burned by games that I get excited about this year, only to find that they're not really
Yeah, Commander.
that great. So I'm a little skeptical of game developers in 2020. There's been lots of misses in the game development space this year. Games that were supposed to be good that turned out to not be good, or had very low replayability, including Squadrons. So I'm skeptical. But I'm curious to see how the game turns out.
Minor damage, Commander. Nothing to see here.
Reading you.
Alright. Okay. Let's keep working on these
Affirmative.
mechs at long range. I'd like to clear this map versus just
That's a
holding
miss.
out for reinforcements. I don't like to hold out for reinforcements on these maps. I like to aggressively clear the enemies off the field for defense missions.
Attacking from position.
Good hits on that Storm Crow.
What can I do for you?
This other enemy force is down to one vehicle now. We should be able to
Go!
finish it off pretty quickly. There we go. So now we just have one
I feel bad about shooting
Marauder,
Something I can
and
do.
then
Right here. No
a few
problem.
more enemy mechs in the valley, and then we'll be done with this map. Oh, there's that Royal Champion. Haven't seen it in quite some time. Alexa 1965, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate all of our follows.
Oh, you want some?
Don't
of
really
this?
care about salvage on Grand Royal Champion. I'm not a big fan of the Champion. Some people really like it, but I think
What do
it's
you need,
light
Commander?
on the tonnage for... light on the firepower for the tonnage. Alright, we're out of Inferno charges. So we'll just use some HE on this Royal Champion.
Taking the shot, Commander.
Ooh, nice hits there, nice hits there.
That target's having a real bad day.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, we can actually start pushing fire support from the other side.
Make some bad decisions at high speed.
On these guys in the valley. They're in a tough spot now. We can really concentrate our fire. Let's just use center torso on this Royal Champion.
See if I'm sober enough to line this up. I can see why people enjoy this line of work.
Hopefully we can finish this mission before the timer runs out. Got 3 mechs to finish off here. Should do fine. We've got turret support here, so that also helps.
Light damage. Holding firm.
And mechs, enemy mechs completely committing suicide by heat is always a plus. So now we have 2 mechs left. No, 3. Sorry.
Commander? On my way.
Let's keep working on that Royal Champion. At this point, the enemy should... I would like it if the enemy acted more realistically here, so... At this point, the enemy would
Yes,
know
Commander.
that they can't win this fight. So I think it would be cool if you actually saw them start to
Engaging target.
try to retreat and maybe get picked up by a leopard. Because they can't win this battle. They just can't. Head hit there.
Hey, watch those heat levels.
Head hit on the Ebon Jaguar, which means we should do a precision strike. If we can. Try to finish that Ebon Jaguar off. Don't care about salvage on these Royal Champion here, so let's just do center torso strikes. See if we can finish him off. Oh, we took out his Gauss
Another hit
rifle.
like that, and you're toast.
Receiving you. Position confirmed. All weapons are go.
There we go. There goes the Royal Champion. So we got one more enemy left.
Mech destroyed. My Gauss rifle is empty.
What do you need, Commander? What do you need, Commander? Taking the shot, Commander.
Oh, there we go. We got a kill with a shape charge. Very nice. That should be it.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Unless there's another enemy that's lingering on the other side of the map here. Oh no, there is another mech in that valley. I thought we were done. Nope, we got one more left. Manlu18, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate that.
Standing by.
Alright, let's push up on this last enemy mech.
Throttle.
Oh, that's right. There was a summoner. This guy's in bad shape here. Let's see if we can
Locking on
take
target.
him out quickly.
I'm here. Scored a critical hit.
Ready for orders.
Our Atlas is overheating. I have to give it a round off, except for its ATMs. We only need one lucky ATM hit to finish
hear
this
ya.
guy off.
No need to tell me twice.
Our PPC hit.
Got it.
Ooh, that was a good hit. Injury
When I
critical
shoot
times
you, you'll
2.
take it and like it.
Orders.
Let's see if we can finish this guy
Piece
off.
of cake.
No.
What do you need, Commander? Taking the shot, Commander.
Ooh, another artillery kill. Very nice. Alright, that should be it for this mission.
Mission successful.
Mission successful. Thank you everybody for joining us for that. That one was a little anticlimactic. Hi IMG, how are you doing today? Hope you're having a great morning. Hope you had a good night's rest. I know you're recovering from an injury, so sometimes in those situations, and I know from personal experience, it can be hard just to get a good night's sleep. Which might be why you're joining us at 6 in the morning. Alright, let's look at salvage here. Nothing very exciting from a mech part standpoint, so let's look at our components. Probably take these Gauss rifles just so I can have them. I do like heavy large lasers. Yeah, this might be a take the best components salvage. LBX 10. Not so excited about the salvage even. I guess I could take the ERPPCs. I don't want to take one ER medium laser. So let's take some summoner parts here. Call it a day. Oh, the UAC 20? Yeah, I don't know. If I was scavenging just to sell, then I probably would have taken those. But since we're going to do a fresh start in a little while, I'm just focusing on components that I can use versus components I could sell. And the Ultra Cannon 20 is nice, but I don't know how often I would use it. It's definitely heavy. It takes up a lot of tonnage and space. Alright, let's jump right into another mission, folks. Ooh, we got a 5-star solo duel. What would I take? I guess I would take our Madar. Alright, so let's do the solo duel. This won't take very long. One way or another, somebody's going to get knocked out quickly. Alright, so we'll take our Madar. Maybe we'll get a Dire Wolf as our opponent here. You've got a double AC-20 build that wrecks. I'm sure you do, IMG. The challenge is that you have to get in really close with those Ultra Cannon 20s to really do that, and then you end up with a lot of damage. So I tend to go towards Gauss rifles more than ACs in my builds. I just like the ability to engage at all ranges. My concern about the Ultra Cannon 20 is the short range.
Command interface initiated.
Alright, so this might not be a bad map for us because we're in a sniper build.
It doesn't matter.
Now what we want to do is we want to build up our precision strike ability.
Let's get down to it.
So there's no reason to move towards the enemy here. We'll take a couple of rounds just to go back and forth and build up our precision strike ability. Yes, it's cheesy, but you know what?
All right.
I like to
let's
win.
Get down to it.
So I have no problem just doing this a couple
All right,
times,
Let's get down to
build up our precision strike ability, and hopefully go for an easy headshot. Alright. Alright, let's start moving up on the enemy now. See if we can draw them out. Alright, what are we up against? Tonnage-wise, it's 85 tons? Really? That's disappointing.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, now we can push up. What are we up? A Royal Stalker? Really? Really? You couldn't send a Dire Wolf after me? Alright, let's go for the head.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Nope. Alright, now we're going to have a rain of missiles come our way. Should be fine. Oh, this is a laser build. Oh, no, it hasn't. I thought it was an all laser build for a
I
second
just
there.
dropped my coffee and I'm fucking angry.
Okay.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Now we can start pulling back for
Let's
cover.
get down to it.
And we'll go for the head again.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Alright, there goes half of his weapons.
Anyways.
This is a very anticlimactic duel. This next round
I'm on the clock.
should be the last round, one way or the other.
All right, let's get.
Oh, did I misclick? I did. Alright, he's gonna get around and fire at me now. At least I'm in cover, though.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, let's finish this.
All right, let's get down to it.
Yep, I did get a hit on his head. So this should be it right now.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up. I'm
Alright.
legally obligated to inform you.
4
of
parts
kill.
of a royal stalker. Not very exciting.
Mission successful.
I'll bet you it doesn't even have clan weapons. So this is going to be a anticlimactic salvage, but it was a quick mission, so it's not all bad. Got a little bit of sea bills. No damage. Yeah, there aren't even clan weapons on this thing. Alright, we'll take the Royal Stalker apart. And call it a day. Yeah, it's royal, so it's a royal stalker, so it's better than a regular stalker, but I'm kind of past the stage in my career where I'd want to field a royal. I mean, I could build it out and make it a clan royal, and that could be a decent missile boat, but it's not going to be as good as what I can do with clan tech. That's the bottom line. I know, I'm a clan snob now. Alright, we got a capture base mission, 5 skulls. Can we get our direwolf before the end of the stream? That is what I need to know. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Let's take 2 Warhawks. I like that. We'll take a... I can't go without my Mackie. Mackies are just so useful. Alright, so let's put our energy pilots in our Warhawks. Harmony can go in our Mackie. Doesn't really matter. We'll take our fire support Blood Asp. We'll put Floppy in that. And we'll have our... Since we're going up against turrets, we'll take the Timberwolf Prime. And the Timberwolf D, because they can take out turrets at long range. That's probably a good idea. Alright, while this is prepping, I'll be back in just 1 minute. Alright, make that 20 seconds. Ninja Brillo 15, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate that. Alright, let's see if we can get one last mission in before we have to start our work day. Really hoping we can find a dire wolf. A dire wolf would be really nice. Oh, okay. Alright. Dropping us right on top of an enemy force, I believe. Let's see. Oh, it's just a vehicle. No, there's a dire wolf there. Awesome. Alright, we got a dire wolf on the field. This could be our last chance in this playthrough to get a dire wolf. Because we're running out of clan wolf planets to tackle. Alright, so we got a...
Now who's dumb for having all the armor?
We got 2 stars of enemies, and we have the turrets. Before we destroy the base. And on these level 5 missions, these turrets are really nasty, so...
Now who's dumb for having all the armor?
Alright, we got jumped right off the drop. There's some turret fire right there. That has turret written all over it. Well, IMG, that's a good question. Will the dire wolf commit suicide? So one of the things we're going to do is we are not going to give it the chance. So we're going to stay evasive with our Timberwolf here. Let's get a tag on that dire wolf as quickly as we can. First, let's beat up some of its armor. Ugh. Nasty turrets. That's why we had to keep that Timberwolf evasive. Alright. Okay.
Piece of cake.
Let's move up our other Timberwolf. Alright, this one has our tag on it, so let's do multi-target. Let's go after that Rhino Fire Support. And then we'll get a tag on the direwolf.
Splitting fire.
Okay, tag on the direwolf. These turrets are going to be the real headache here.
Barely hit, Commander.
And we got a whole bunch of vehicles too. That's even more indirect fire support. So this is going to be, that's going to be the real headache here. This is going to be definitely a 5-skull mission difficulty, I can tell already.
What can I do for you?
Alright, let's push up our
Pedal to
Warhawks.
the metal.
And can we... Let's actually see if we could do some multi-targeting here. I want to try to get rid of some of these turrets as quickly as we can, because they're going to be a real pain in the butt.
Affirmative.
Alright, that's a good start on that heavy laser turret. And we got a tag on the Rhino. Nice.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, we got our other Warhawk. Alright, let's put it in position to do the
Location
same thing. Basically. See if we can get rid of this turret.
Acknowledged.
Good. Alright, turret down. We want to take out at least one enemy per round. I don't care if it's a turret. I don't care if it's a vehicle. I don't care if it's a mech. But we got to take one enemy out per round. Or we're going to get overwhelmed by enemy firepower here. Alright, let's let the Blood Asp focus in on the Rhino. So it's a lousy hit percent chance, but sometimes you just gotta... Sometimes you gotta fire. Damn the hit percent chance. Just go for the shot. We actually didn't do too bad there for the hit percentages we had. I'm glad we have Warhawks for fire support here because they can take a lot of damage. They're really good at managing armor.
What do you need, Commander?
Alright, now we've got our fire support. Now, in a perfect world, I would try to engage that
On the way, nice and slow.
direwolf. The problem here is that we're going to have situations where we don't want that direwolf to overheat itself and commit suicide. So let's actually use our artillery on this mech here. Not sure what it is. It's a 100-tonner though. So it's going to be worth overheating it. Let's see what happens with that mech. Ouch. Thumper fire.
Melting off.
There's either a thumper or a long tom out there. That felt like it was a long tom. So there could be an artillery piece out there. Here comes the direwolf. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, come on. Alright, there goes our fire support for the rest of this mission. Oh, but the direwolf did generate a lot of heat there, so that's the one thing we have going for it. I'm bummed we lost our Mackie there, but
What do you want?
we'll deal with it. Alright, I'm not going to use the direwolf. I'm not going to go after the direwolf here because I want to save that for precision strikes. So let's go after the Gauss shots on the Rhino fire support. No, it didn't blow up. It blew up our Mackie pretty good though.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, so let's get... We need to get our Timberwolf out of harm's way. I don't want that any of our Timberwolves to be hit by the direwolf. And I don't know about the stream, but it sounds like I've lost music. Which is a bit of a bummer.
Affirmative.
It happens. So I am using music in the stream probably. Alright, so we overheated our Timberwolf there, but it's probably going to be worth it.
My heat gauge is getting pretty high.
Oh, we shut down though.
Too hot.
Darn it. I
Gotta
didn't
shut
think we
down.
would go over the threshold and shut down. Ooh. It's not good for that Timberwolf.
I'm losing armor bad.
Oh, you guys can still hear
Yes,
music.
Command.
I just can't hear music. Okay. Alright, let's push up.
Let's move.
Our other Timberwolf. Should probably try to get rid of this turret now. If we can.
Roger that.
Otherwise it's gonna really go after our shutdown
Commander?
Timberwolf. Alright, so we get vision on the other. Oh, we got an Atlas too. Ooh, that is a nice Atlas. That is a nice Atlas, but right now we should probably focus on finishing off that turret if we can. Okay, there goes the turret.
Turret destroyed.
So it might come down to whether that dire wolf commits suicide on the next round.
Damage minimal.
I'm worried about that.
Commander.
So the question is, should we go for the head now? Even though it's not with our Gauss rifle, we can do headshots with our Warhawk and have a decent hit percent chance. I'm even willing to overheat here, so we have 4 chances at the head. Let's give it a try. Ooh, this is the Timberwolf X too. That is a really nice Timberwolf. Alright, so let's go for the head here. I don't think we have a choice because I don't want to lose this fight from overheating suicide. Alright, we didn't get the kill
I'm
there.
taking damage.
Okay. We'll keep beating up on our Timberwolf. Once it shut down, we knew that was going to happen.
I'm under.
That's okay. That's okay.
Receiving you.
I can kind of live with that. Alright, our Blood Asp can also get a last chance at a headshot here. I think. Or maybe not. No, it can't. It doesn't have a battle computer. But we can... If we take off a leg, it would push the initiative back 1 round. And we would get knocked in. I don't know if that
Reporting
was enough
critical
for
hit.
knockdown. No. Alright. Ooh, Timberwolf is getting beat up.
My mech
That
is
was a
coming
mistake
apart
letting
around
it
me.
overheat. I clearly made a mistake there. Timberwolf is getting
Reporting internal damage.
Battle mech.
Yep, there goes the Timberwolf. Ouch. Not good, IMG. 2 mechs down. This mission is not going the way I would
Minimal
like
damage, Commander.
right now. But we still can turn it around. I have confidence. That dire wolf's down on the ground at least. Which means we have 1 more shot at getting a head kill here. Once all these vehicles take their shots at the next things, now
Minor damage, Commander.
oof. Alright, now that Atlas is in the fight. Alright. We gotta finish off this dire wolf, one way or the other.
I'm on the clock.
Alright, here's our moment of truth.
Alright, let's get down to it.
Can we hit the head? Come on, baby.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
No, no luck.
I needed salvage anyways.
Alright, dire wolf's back up. Let's see if he commits suicide here. Yeah, he might be committing suicide. Let's see. That might not be enough heat to kill him,
Now
though.
who's dumb for having all the armor?
No.
I can
All
see why
right,
people
good.
enjoy
We
this
still
line
have
of
chances to get the direwolf then. But we got bigger problems right now. Remember, we gotta kill one enemy per round at least. Or this is gonna get nasty very fast. Ironically, they've been killing us off pretty fast too. So this is becoming a war of attrition. Alright, we got another mech coming in on our Timberwolf. Don't get knocked down, Warhawk. Don't get knocked down.
I just dropped my coffee and I'm fucking
Knocked down, Warhawk. In there. Oof. Luckily, Warhawks have great armor and great stability, but not enough there. Alright.
I'm bleeding, Commander.
Okay.
Orders.
Alright. We've gotta work on this
On my
other
way.
turret.
Double time.
Gotta take these turrets out. Heavy LRM turret and heavy MRM turret. This is where a lot of the firepower is. Try to take these out. Ah, not quite enough. That round. Atlas is going after a Warhawk. Hang in there, Warhawk. Hang in there. Alright, one way or another, that direwolf has to die this round. I'm amazed that Warhawk has not gotten more damage.
They've got a lock on me.
I spoke too soon. That's actually not that bad.
Minimal
The
damage,
Warhawk,
Commander.
I think they're just not hitting him.
Waiting for orders.
I think we got very lucky there. Alright.
Location confirmed.
Alright, this Warhawk's gonna have to cool, so we only get 2 shots. Okay, got a Royal Awestruck there. That's not a big threat. Let's go for the head of the dire wolf again. I can't wait for him to take his turn. So we're just gonna have to go for the
Attacking
head.
from position.
See if we get lucky. We panicked. 4 salvageable parts. I will take 4 salvageable parts. Because that means we can build a direwolf. And that means we have 4 parts of an X, which is arguably the best direwolf. So I will happily take that scenario. That's a win. That is a win. Now we gotta work on these turrets.
On it.
Okay, almost shot myself in the back there. Not sure what happened with that shot. I know the hit percent chance was low, but it should have at least gotten close to the target. We're gonna have to keep that Timberwolf evasive. And that Timberwolf's probably gonna have to worry about those turrets.
Waiting for orders.
Because we need to switch targets now.
Back up.
Try to
Ready
take
for
a
more.
target out every round, like I said. Oh, the turret has no LRM. They are all broke. Okay. So shoot something else. Alright. Thanks for the tip, IMG. Let's see. Let's take a look at this. Oh, you're right. All it has is machine guns. Oh, boy. Alright, so those were wasted shots that I took. Alright. See see if we can
Firing
hit
on
this
target.
construct. Probably not. Bad hit percent chances. That was because the Warhawk just got knocked down, so it's a little unsteady on its feet. Ooh, yeah,
That
there's
was a heavy
definitely
hit,
a long
Commander.
tom out there.
I just dropped my coffee.
Definitely a long tom.
I can't see
Pull
much
that
more of
Warhawk
this.
back. Gotta pull that Warhawk back.
Yikes! That hit hard.
Oh, Mars assault vehicle. Alright.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
That is a good target for our Madar, actually. Can we get vision? On that Mars assault vehicle. Yes.
Let's make some
Push up the
bad
Madar.
decisions at high speed.
What's our hit percent chance? Pretty good on the Mars assault vehicle. Well, if I have a Rhino fire support. Oh, as always, I always like to think bots just mean that we're having a successful stream. So we'll get rid of that bot momentarily. Mars assault vehicle is going to take a couple rounds to get through. We still have that Atlas lurking back there.
Know who's dumb for having all
One
the
enemy per round is our objective here. And we have that hill in between us and that Atlas, so that'll buy us a little time to take out some of these other targets. Missiles. Alright. Our big goal is not to get anybody knocked down right now, so these missile attacks can spread out. Don't want any knockdowns right now.
Okay, that was bad.
I'm gonna keep going after that Warhawk. I don't think they have enough firepower to knock it over.
Wow, that was bad. Receiving you.
Alright, Timberwolf. Take out that MRM turret.
I'm still reading enemy contacts, Commander. You need to secure the area before you
It's
can
going to be
proceed.
overkill, so let's save our heat. Just finish off the turret. Alright, that's a good chunk of firepower
Got him.
off the board. We also get a little vision on what we're up against here. Alright, there's the Atlas 2. Ooh, hard hit on our Madar. Okay, I'm gonna pull the Madar back. Next opportunity.
I'm getting all.
No, not good.
Ah,
Not
dang it,
good.
that hurt.
We're gonna have to push up with the other Warhawk here. Gonna have to make that Warhawk a target. Oh, there's the long tom right there. I knew there was one. Alright, we're gonna have to focus in on that long tom. There we go. That was a good kill
We're
there.
down.
We got lots of enemies here. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure if we could succeed in this mission, to be honest with you.
Minor
I
damage,
lost too
Commander.
many mechs too early. Let's see how this
What's up,
goes.
boss?
We're gonna need some luck
Moving
here.
to position.
Gonna need some luck. And some good quick kills. There's just a lot of enemies here. Let's do precision strike. I don't care about salvage on the Awestruck. So let's put all of our weapons in the center torso and hope we get lucky. Complete whiffs. Almost complete whiffs there. Wouldn't it be nice to have some artillery? I know, IMG. I mean, we got dropped. We got ambushed right on the drop. So that put us in a bad spot on this mission. But touche, I understand what you're saying there. I think if we hadn't been ambushed right at the drop, we'd be in a much better spot right now, obviously. But it's not over yet. It's not over yet.
Back on my
We just
feet,
need to
Commander.
play our game here, which is long range sniping. Fortunately, our hit percent chances are lousy here.
Got it.
We need some luck. Oh, that's not gonna be lucky. We gotta pull our Madar back.
Alarms are going off, and this is going to be very expensive to fix. I'm on the clock. What do you
Alright,
want?
Madar, you need to move back as far as you can while still engaging the enemy. Like so.
Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
Okay. Alright, let's see if we can get through the armor on this Mars attack assault vehicle. 50% hit chance. That is lousy. We've got all these enemy mechs that are just lurking in the background.
Shrapnel. I'm taking a pounding, Commander.
Broken ribs.
Not good. Not good.
They're just going to keep picking on that Warhawk. I mean, I would do the same thing.
This is getting serious.
Alright,
I'm
that
losing
Warhawk
weapons, Commander.
is... There's nothing left on that Warhawk.
Yeah, maybe they'll shoot at me.
Alright, that was an engine kill, so the pilot hopefully is
Ready
okay.
for orders.
Alright, we need to make some miracles happen.
Understood. Moving fast.
We got a Supernova, a Warhawk, a Gargoyle, Royal Catapult, the Atlas, this is not looking good, but let's play it out for a while.
Hostile eliminated.
Oh no! Alright, we're doing a restart here. We're doing a restart. I hardly ever do this, but that was ridiculously unfair. IMG, I'm calling, you know, I probably do this once or twice in a career, and I'm doing a restart on this mission. That was just brutal. Yeah, we're gonna try that again, IMG. I mean, I think if we hadn't been ambushed at the drop, we could have gotten through that mission okay. I really do think that. But we got ambushed right at the drop. Is it gonna happen again? No. At least the enemy isn't behind us this time. Okay. Alright, this is a much better start. I can live with this start. This is a much better start. Of course, now we're probably not going to get the direwolf parts, but we'll see what happens here. I mean, that was just very unfair. Alright, so now we got a demolisher and a rifleman. This is much different opposition.
Acknowledge.
Let's start out with that rifleman. Yeah, hopefully we'll get another direwolf. But I mean, that mission, that was probably like an 8 skull mission. I know there aren't more than 5 skulls, but from a difficulty standpoint, that was insane. Especially when we got jumped right at the drop.
Right here.
Now you could argue I probably should have just put the direwolf down as quickly as I could, which I think is a fair statement there. Alright, let's see what we're up against here. Alright. Rifleman, Demolisher, Demolisher, Rhino, Turret. Yeah, this is much easier than what we were facing before.
I copy.
Let's go after that Thunderbolt turret. But we might not get a direwolf this time. We'll see. But that mission was just too insane. And the fact that they were calling assault lances or assault stars support stars was crazy. Because assaults are not in support stars. That's just not a
I'm
thing.
showing minor damage.
Ow. So let's see if we can run this back and do better this time. Ouch.
Waiting on you, Commander. Got it.
Warhawk, can you... Yeah, you actually have a decent chance of finishing off that turret. Thank you.
Turret D.
Watch IMG. This is going to be like a cakewalk. Watch this. And then we're going to think about the direwolf part. But I'd rather not get the direwolf part than take all the damage that we took. Including some dead pilots.
Good enough.
But the enemy has... There's still 10 enemies here. plus the turrets. Let's see. Demolisher. Alright, let's hit the rifleman here.
Firing.
We're just busting out of our drop zone here. That's our goal here. But these enemies are completely different than what we were up against the first time. I hate to do restarts, and I was tempted just to do a withdrawal there, but once we lost a pilot, I had to do a restart there. Just out of principle, because that was incredibly unfair. Got lots of demolishers on this map, which is nothing compared to what we were facing the first round.
What do you need, Commander?
All right.
On the way, nice and slow.
All right. Let's use some Inferno on this rifleman, and maybe he'll self-destruct
Taking the shot, Commander.
on his next turn, or we could just kill him. That works too.
That's one more bad guy off the board.
That works too.
I'm on the
Fine
clock.
with me.
What do you want?
Alright, what a difference a restart makes, right? I mean, this is like night and day.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up. Ah, I can see why people enjoy this line of work.
I mean, that last mission was pretty much
Stand
like
by.
the AI decided to just say, you know what? We're gonna make his life hell right now. Heat.
Engaging target.
Downside is if the only mech on this map is going to be that rifleman, I'm going to be disappointed.
Waiting for orders.
All right, let's push up.
Piece of cake.
Get vision on those turrets. The turrets are the real threat here. That's not the turret I'm looking for. Alright, so we probably want to just go after this demolisher. I'm looking for turrets that are thumper turrets or heavy LRM turrets that we
I
need to
hear ya.
worry about more than anything else.
Moving to position. Special delivery.
Good. Good hit on that demolisher.
Bye-bye.
A 60-ton mech in the background. That's not going to get it done, son. Hopefully we'll get some reinforcements. Enemy
Ready
reinforcements
for
here.
orders.
Alright, see if we can
Roger.
take out this other demolisher. This mission is like, did you pick 3 skull instead? No, I just did a restart. But I can't believe the last mission was probably closer to an 8 skull mission. And this is probably, you're right, probably closer to a 3 skull.
Receiving you.
That's one of the downsides of doing a restart sometimes. Is you're just not going to get the same enemies.
Got it.
I'm hoping we have some enemy reinforcements show up that include a direwolf. But we might not be meant to get a direwolf this playthrough.
Losing lots of armor.
But yeah, you're right, IMG. It went from being like an 8 skull mission to a 3 skull mission, basically. Ooh, we got to get rid of that demolisher before he actually hits something. This demolisher right here. I mean, they're all pretty scary for their tonnage.
I'm under heavy fire.
But not as scary as what we were up against last time.
What do you need, Commander?
I mean, that was just insane. Alright.
On the way, nice and slow.
Okay. Let's do shape charge here. And see if we can finish off this demolisher.
Heat be damned, I'm firing everything.
There we go. Nice shot. Nice shot there.
The math's real simple. Mech
For
plus
their
tank
tonnage,
equals dead
I
tank.
mean,
I'm on the clock.
I understand what you're saying. I just don't. I'm not really scared by demolishers in general. So what I should have said is for a demolisher, that's a pretty scary demolisher.
Let's make
That's
some
probably
right
more accurate
decisions at high speed.
because of the weapons they have on it. Makes it a legitimate threat. Usually demolishers are kind of, unless they get lucky and they hit you once or twice before you take them out, they're not that big of a threat.
If they really
So
care about
IMG
this
point
facility,
taken.
they'd have
I probably
more
could have
turrets.
phrased that better.
I'm here.
But what I was trying to say is for a demolisher, these are kind of nasty
Let's go.
demolishers. Alright, so we got a Kingfisher. That's not bad. And we have a Executioner. Ooh, okay. Alright, so there's some salvage on this map. There's some salvage on this map. Let's put that rhino
Fire
first.
all weapons.
Yeah, we did get wrecked. iCypher. We were up against IMG. Why don't you tell him if you could list off all the things we were up against on the last mission?
Taking some serious hits.
That was crazy.
Good to go.
That was definitely like an 8 skull mission. Alright, so we got a vehicle down there. Alright, let's get vision on these other
Let's
turrets. See what we're up against here. We got a heavy thunderbolt turret. Okay, this thing has to go quickly.
What can I do for you?
IMG always likes to tell everybody how we got a beat down.
Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
And it was funny. We did get beat down pretty seriously. No question about it. Kingfisher. Okay, so there's 2 Kingfishers and an Executioner on this map. So this... Alright, so this might be closer to a 5 skull mission. At least we've got a couple assaults to deal with here. That and a whole mess of demolishers. Royal Awestruck, okay. Alright, this is getting interesting now. I gotta pull that Timberwolf back.
Reporting internal damage.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's get to some better ground.
Let's move.
Get to the high ground, get some cover. See if we can't take out this demolisher
Taking the shot.
before we have to start dealing with those assaults. Yeah, our Timberwolf's in a bad place. Timberwolf Prime is in a bad place.
Commander?
It's gotta move.
Understood. Moving fast.
Let's see if we can just push through this demolisher and get it off the
Everything
map.
I got.
Yes. All right. Good.
Vehicle
I think the
down.
tag was what finished that one off. Yeah, that's a pretty good summary of IMG of what we are up against.
Okay.
That is
that
accurate.
was really bad.
Ooh, our Timberwolf might be done. Might be done here. I just hope he survives long enough for me to eject him. Let's see. Yeah, we might be losing the Timberwolf. Yeah, that last mission was pretty nasty. I should have known it was bad
What do you
news when
need,
I
Commander?
lost my music. Usually when you lose your music, bad things are going to happen. And I lost the music on my end here. Alright. Alright, what we're going to do here, we're going to do Battlelord, and we're going to dump some, I have to wait around before I can target the ground, unfortunately. Alright, so let's go after, we'll go after
Taking the shot,
Kingfisher.
Commander.
This is what I planned to do, but that was our one play.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, Madar, we need you to do what you do, which is kill mechs with headshots. Alright. Alright, let's start with this Kingfisher. Not the best hit percentage on the Kingfisher. Yeah, we should go after that Kingfisher. Oh no, we'll go for the Rhino support tank.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Well, actually, technically, IMG, the Mackie did fire once before it got destroyed.
I'm hit.
So that was a big setback for me. The Mackie as a artillery support, you can actually use it to hold down an enemy star if you use it correctly. So when I lost my artillery support, that really put me in a bad spot.
Waiting for orders.
Alright. Timberwolf, you need to stay evasive. I also need you to finish off that turret. It's more important that he
Okay,
stays
I'm
evasive
on it.
here. So we'll go after this other turret here. Over the red line. Okay. Now the enemy assaults are coming into play. Alright. At least that was an engine destroyed on the Timberwolf, so the pilot is probably okay. That's a good thing.
Good to go.
We need to start taking some enemies out. We need an enemy out per round. Let's keep hitting this Rhino fire support tank.
All weapons are go.
Just trying to get enemies off the field. That's all there is to it. Yeah, this mission is going a lot better than the last one.
Bye.
Which is sad to say, considering we just lost the Timberwolf, but
On my way.
it is sadly doing a lot better. Let's see if we can finish off this turret up here.
Copy.
Good shot. Oh, we almost backstabbed our own Timberwolf.
One
Very
less
nice.
turret.
Good to go.
That's typical.
Move order received.
Best shot is that Executioner. Let's go for a leg on the Executioner. This is still a pretty sizable 5-skull mission,
What do you need,
but
Commander?
it's nothing like what we were up against last mission. Right now we should be able to use our heat artillery to its full advantage.
Ooh, is it time to press the Alpha Strike
Be
button?
overheating
I love the
multiple
Alpha
necks with
Strike
that
button.
shot. There we go.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Madar. Okay. Right, his best shot is going to be against the Executioner. Alright, 15% chance of going for the head. We have 4 shots, so theoretically, you know, this should be about a 60% chance of killing the head on this thing. Yep. Alright, we got the head on the Executioner. You know, the Executioner isn't a dire wolf, but it's not bad salvage. It's just not a Timberwolf. Or a dire wolf. But
Minimal damage, Commander.
it's better than losing our whole lance. Alright, those enemies. Alright, that Kingfisher's probably going to commit suicide right here. No. Yeah, it did. I think it committed suicide. IMG, did that Kingfisher die? I think it did. Wasn't clear to me, but I'm pretty sure that Kingfisher died.
Losing lots of armor.
And there's that other Kingfisher overheated.
Ready for orders.
Oh no, it killed itself too. See, I don't have any audio right now because my audio turned itself off.
Understood.
So I don't
Moving
hear
back.
some of those distinctive sounds that tell me what happens with an enemy. Alright. Let's finish off this turret. It's overkill, I don't care. I think both Kingfishers just committed suicide this
Got it.
round. Which sucks.
Commander?
Although I think I was one part away from getting a Kingfisher, so it's not a total loss. Right, I don't care about salvage on this Awestruck. My best hope here is that they
Firing
send some
everything I've got.
reinforcements after we capture the base to get a dire wolf.
My My heat getting pretty high.
Might be a drop next to the Timberwolf. Are you talking about the dead Timberwolf? Oh, the living. Okay.
Go.
That is completely possible. I wouldn't mind seeing another enemy lance drop here. Or an enemy star. Because I think we're doing fine with this mission.
Firing on target.
Even though we lost the Timberwolf. I think we're doing a
What's
pretty
up, boss?
solid job here.
On my way. Engaging with target. Inflicted some heavy damage.
What do you need, Commander?
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I think those red squares, red movement squares, are the drop for our leopard. So when they come in and capture the depot, I think that's what it was. We'll see what happens here. Let's use shape charges here. Let's save our Inferno in case there's enemy reinforcements.
Taking the shot, Commander.
There we go. There goes the Royal
You're
Osprey.
clear to move on.
Alright, so we just got one enemy vehicle left.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, so let's get to the top of this hill as quickly as we can.
Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be another drop. I'll be surprised. Maybe when we capture the depot, we'll get another drop. That's our best case
Yes,
scenario.
Commander. On my way.
Alright, our Timberwolf should be able to handle this Burke defense tank without too much trouble.
Got it.
Might just take a round or two.
Waiting for orders.
The trick is getting our company over there. This terrain is not ideal.
Aye, aye.
There we go. There's a
Roger.
path. Thank you, Darius, for this completely useless information. I love it when Darius tells you completely useless information.
Orders?
It is always a highlight.
Double time. Let's go.
What do you need, Commander?
Let's see if we can finish off this Burke defense tank with some artillery. Nope.
Looks
No
like I
joy
need to
there.
fire a mech tech. I'm running.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
IMG, that's exactly what I think when it comes to Darius.
Let's make some bad decisions.
If we
at
could,
high speed.
I would pay good money for them to make a mod where we can kill, we can just
I'm there.
fire Darius. Now there is the ability to have Darius as a pilot, so I would love to find a way just to kill Darius, and then he won't be your XO anymore because he's dead. I
Enemy
hate
vehicle
Darius.
destroyed. Heat damage.
You know, those
Damn it.
there should be a way to turn Darius off. Because Darius does have a role for when you're first starting the game, he is helpful.
Yeah.
But after you understand how the game works, Darius becomes useful. Yeah, right. Put Darius in
Yeah.
a Locust. Unfortunately, he would still be your XO. So
On the move.
you couldn't get Darius. You could, even if you killed Darius, he would still be your XO.
What do you need, Commander?
I don't think anybody found a way, because
Time to pour on
basically
the
Darius is a non-killable character because he's a part of your staff, just like the Doctor and Simray, and you can't fire those guys, unfortunately. I think it'd be cool if you could,
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
but there's only so many things mods can
All right,
do.
let's get down to it.
Alright, we're pacifying the area. There's no other enemies.
Position confirmed.
This should be the end of the mission.
On the way, nice and slow.
On the move.
I'm picking up a new sensor trace.
Oh,
Looks like
enemy
enemy
reinforcements! Alright. Tell me there's something good. Blood asp, blood asp, blood asp, blood asp? Oh boy. Alright. No direwolves.
My internals are taking a beating.
Let's see. A lupus and three blood asps. Okay. And of course they get shots at my rear because
something just bounced around
game.
in here. I think I heard something broke.
Not
and
cool.
I'm officially scared.
Hey, watch the flank. Watch the flank.
not cool. They get free shots. Alright, so at least we'll get more salvage. We're at the edge of the map, so
Aye, aye.
we don't have a lot of flexibility about what we can do here.
Fire.
But at least we have 3 more blood asps to take out. I just hope they don't take out my Madar before I can shoot at them, because they're ambushing us by dropping right behind us.
Good to go.
Not cool. Not cool at all.
Coordinates received.
Right.
Commencing
Yeah, Darius
focus
does remind me of that character in Galaxy Quest. You're right. You're right. I vaguely remember that. Oh. Alright. We're just destined to lose a couple of mechs on this
There
mission.
goes a weapon.
There's no way around it.
What do you need?
Alright. Just get some enemies off the field here. I know I'm going to overheat here, but I don't care. Actually, I do care. I'm not going to do that. But let's go for center torso on this Lucas. See if we can just kill it quickly.
Commander? Coordinates received.
Just get this enemy mech off the field.
On it.
There goes the Lupus. So it's our lance against
See why
3
people
blood
enjoy
asps.
this line of work.
I like our chances.
What do you need, Commander?
Especially when I can do this. Warlord. Sniper. And let's overheat some enemies. We'll target the blood asp right in the middle, and hopefully this will overheat all of these guys because they're right next to each other. Nice. Nice. All of them have heat
What do
issues.
you want?
Let's see how many of these blood asps commit
All
suicide.
right, let's get down to it.
Although ideally, let's see if we can take at least one of them out with a headshot. Nope, no luck on that
See
one.
why people enjoy this line of work.
This one's probably going to commit suicide right here.
Hey,
No, not quite. Oh, he did get shut down though. I'll take that.
Battle
Yeah,
mech.
there goes our other Timberwolf. Not happy to lose 2 Timberwolves on this mission, but, you know,
Commander,
for the salvage that we're going to get, it's not a horrible trade-off.
on my way.
Alright, let's go for the head on this blood asp that's shut down. Come on, headshot, headshot. No. Oh, we did hit the head, just not enough to kill him.
Getting pretty hot in here, Commander.
Yeah, it was a good idea to keep a few Inferno rounds for sure. We gotta make the enemy pay for
Commander,
that
they're starting to
backstabbing we
smack
did
me
in the
around
launch.
pretty hard,
Alright, there goes
and I
another
could use some
shutdown.
help.
And there goes a blood asp.
Waiting for orders.
This is where the Inferno artillery really
Acknowledged.
makes all the difference in the world. Alright, let's go for the head on that blood asp that already has head damage. There we go. There's a head kill.
One less target.
Alright, 5 salvageable parts. Oh, the small laser is what killed that blood asp? That's hilarious. Ouch. Alright, hard hits on our Mackie. That's fine. We're gonna travel after this
Hey,
mission
Commander,
anyways.
there's a lot of flashing red lights in my cockpit right now.
And we
Waiting
got
for
shut
orders.
down on that other blood asp. So we can go for the head. Only 7% chance. Because we don't have a targeting computer. But we're shooting F weapons. Maybe we'll get lucky. There we go.
I can see
Lethal
why people
damage.
enjoy this line of work.
5 salvageable parts. We're certainly going
What
to
do you
get some
need,
good
Commander?
salvage here.
On the way, nice and slow.
Alright, let's get this other last
Taking the
blood
shot,
asp
Commander.
overheated, hopefully.
Looks like I
Yep,
need to fire
we're
a
getting some
mech.
revenge
Good
here.
luck. What do you want?
Can we get 3 head kills in a row? That is the question. Let's find out.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Nope, but we got knocked down.
I can see why people enjoy this line of work.
Oh, shut down. And kill. Alright. Blow up. Yep. So we did lose 2 Timberwolves on that mission, but, I mean, the
Mission
salvage...
successful.
If I was a mech commander and my lance or my company came back and said, yeah, we lost 2 Timberwolves, but we killed 6 assaults, I would say that's a pretty successful mission. So, all right, we also actually got some decent pay due to the reinforcements. All right, did we lose any pilots? That's my biggest fear. Nope, we didn't lose any pilots. All right, so let's look at this beautiful salvage here. We got a whole bunch of blood asp salvage. The Executioner is probably the best salvage here. I do like Executioners. I don't think we had anything under 100 tons. No, we didn't. So I'll take an Executioner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to get another blood asp. Oh wait, no, we want to take the Kingfisher parts. Kingfisher, Kingfisher. So we're going to get an Executioner and a Kingfisher for the cost of repairing 2 Timberwolves. That's a pretty good deal. Alright, so let's see what we did. We got blood asp part. So we can actually put a blood asp apart, an executioner together, a blood asp together, a kingfisher together. We got a whole bunch of clan components as well. Ooh, we got lots of XL engines. I mean, at the end of the day, this was a successful mission. We did lose 2 Timberwolves, but they're going to be repairable because we didn't get the notification that we couldn't salvage them. And we got an executioner, a kingfisher, and a blood asp out of that. So that was a pretty good trade-off. I can accept that. Was it costly? Yes, but wasn't as costly as the first go around on that mission, let me tell you. Alright, need some repairs. Alright, let's look at our new toys before we end the stream. Why not? Alright, so we're going to have to do some repairs quick. So the Madar will take 1 day to repair. No big deal. Mackie will take 1 day to repair. Or 3 days to repair, no big deal. Now I need to repair our... Well, actually I have room. So I can actually build the executioner. So let's do that. I do like the executioner. Executioner B. Carries a deadly ERPPC. Alright, let's see what else it has. Alright, ready. Alright, so we have a new 95-ton executioner. Let's take a look at that. Alright, so the executioner has a Ultra Cannon 20, ERPPC, ER medium laser. I do have a heavy Gauss. Can I fit? Alright, so the Ultra Cannon 20 is 12 tons. What's the tonnage on my heavy Gauss? 18 tons. I can't, I don't think I can put that thing on there. So would I rather have the Gauss rifle or the Ultra Cannon AC-20? Oh, you know what? Just for you, IMG, I'm going to keep the Ultra Cannon AC-20 on it. Because I know you like that. I don't like the fact that it has all this ammo here in the center torso. So we're going to move that to the arms. I'd rather put it in the legs, but I can't. So I'll put the ammo in the arms. And that'll be a fun little toy. Now, the real beauty of the Executioner is he's fast. Right. Like you said, ING, he's fast enough to get into combat. So the Executioner strength is really its speed. Alright, so what else did we put together? We put together a Kingfisher, right? Do this real quick because I'm way over time here. So we have the Kingfisher A, which is the ERPPC and LBX 10. Medium to short range. No. Ultra Cannon 20 and a meager 2 tons of ammo. Probably... We should probably build the Kingfisher Prime and then play around with it. So let's save that for next stream because I'm really over time. Want to thank everybody for joining us for this very successful stream. Just a programming note again. I will not be streaming tomorrow or Wednesday. So Tuesday or Wednesday I will not be streaming because I will be moving. To our new studio. However, I am working on getting a replacement host for at least Wednesday. I don't know if he'll play for Tuesday as well. I'm not going to tell you who it is because that would be a spoiler. So if you get a notification the next 2 days, that means that we're streaming with a replacement, which I'm sure will be very entertaining for you. And if you don't get a notification, then we couldn't make that happen, and I'll be back on Thursday morning.